Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams. He is Piero Joplin. Even now he visualizes the next invention. Astonishing. I wish you could see it too. Poor Piero. His elixirs have cured so much for so many, but they cannot cure his great fears. The youngest ever to pass through the Academy of Natural Sciences. Sokolov will never forgive him that. He has spied upon Callista as she bathes, more than once. Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams. He is Piero Joplin. Even now he visualizes the next invention. Astonishing. I wish you could see it too.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you. You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more. My break with the Academy was explosive, for lack of a better word. I had to rebuild from scratch, but so much the better. I was sick of using tools made by lesser men. You must have known Sokolov at court. Clever, yes, but fundamentally a second-rate mind. I am a man of talent, but even a genius needs a patron. I have been fortunate to ally with men like the Admiral and yourself. We've had the whale oil for a generation, but we haven't unlocked 1/100th of its mysteries.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty. Does part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
For treatment.
Havelock stopped in earlier, but I forgot what he wanted. He's waiting to see you, I believe. You'll find my genius is a versatile one. Bring me items of value, I can use the proceeds to build tools for you. Bring me any technology, anything at all, and I will reverse engineer it for our needs. I cannot go out with you into the night leaping from rooftops and such. But it pleases me to help you here by crafting your weapons and your gear. My mind does not always function in a logical fashion. I believe it's the key to my brilliance. This place is barely adequate. One day, because of your efforts, I'll have a vast laboratory in Dunwall Tower. I know the Golden Cat, not as a patron, mind you. I designed some specialized devices for them. I kept the blueprints, if anyone is curious.
Don't. I brought you tea as a courtesy to a colleague. I won't make that mistake in the future.
I'm sorry, I only thought... Never mind what I thought. Thank you for the tea.
I have to get back to the Admiral. He has news for me.
I built some of their specialized equipment at that bathhouse myself. Hydraulics, you know. Handled wrong, it could do some real damage. The Weeper, a phenomenon unknown before the plague reached its worst. The sentience is all but gone, higher thinking lost. But the body continues to move and walk, literally bursting at the seams with virus. It becomes a breeding ground for horrendous insects that are quite dangerous. Yes, they moan and plead and beg for help, but I believe that this is more of a reflex, or perhaps even a mimic behavior intended to lure in fresh prey. What? You've not seen a Weeper? This is a person with the most advanced stages of the plague. Well, with the exception of death itself. I suppose there are no Weepers in Coleridge Prison where you've been, but you will see them on the streets, I assure you. How about meeting your first on your own terms? I suppose there are no Weepers in Coleridge Prison where you've been, but you will see them on the streets, I assure you. How about meeting your first on your own terms? I have a friend who still works in the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He would gladly take a single Weeper into his care for study if you were able to render it unconscious. Perhaps he can help it or make it comfortable. If you sedate it, perhaps with a sleep dart, and leave it there alive, I will see that it is moved in secret to the Academy. The Golden Cat is a delightful place for a man. So I would imagine. The potential energy in a dram of whale oil defies all the laws of nature as we understand them, but that does not mean that whales are magical or that they practice black magic. No one understands the challenges I face. I had to rebuild everything so that it can't be heard on the river. When Dunwall is free again, I am going to make a fortune on the patents I developed in this very room. I may buy this place from Havelock for old time's sake. I'm working on a new arc pylon. It will perform absolutely stunning acts of destruction, I expect. Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve. Whatever you do, don't trust Sokolov, especially not on the subject of cetacean anatomy. If it weren't for Sokolov, I'd be a senior fellow at the Academy. I will never forget it. Could you, as a favor, try and leave him intact for me? There's just a part of his theory on voltaic action I need clarified. I feel a little guilty. Natural philosophy is a bond between men, even men like him.
Logic is flawed, anyone can see that. And not an original idea to be heard. His notes are a mess if he even keeps them. How he got this far is anyone's guess. He says what they want to hear. Friend of the rich, that's his method. Sokolov's true genius is pampering the aristocracy. Fools.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers shaped like snowflakes. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, looking through the lock. I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion. I realize, well, everything you're thinking I already realize. I'm a natural philosopher, but that doesn't mean I'm not a gentleman, or I try to be. You require my unique services? We can quickly return to my shop. It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it? My arc pylon will eclipse the old Sokolov model.
What will I say when Sokolov has passed at his funeral? Something like this, perhaps. Sokolov is dead. Gone forever. We were rivals at the Academy, yes. He was jealous of my agile brain and youthful energies. But he's dead now. And what can I say about him? Sokolov, he did improve on some inventions. He did well for himself in his way. He had many admirers among the aristocracy, especially those who lack a solid background in matters of natural philosophy. He was a painter of portraits. They say his work was genius. That remains to be seen. Time will tell.
Do you need me to build something for you? I can make anything, practically.
The copper wiring is making all the difference, increasing the output by almost 50%. Yet, the whale oil still has too many impurities. I need to find a way to filter it myself if that idiot can't provide a better grade. Even the Academy doesn't have anything that will refine it to the specifications I require. Something new then. Perhaps using charcoal or a multiple chambered device. I feel confident that the answer will come to me tonight as I slumber.
Hello to you, Corvo. I imagine you made that masquerade a lively event. I doubt there will be another high society party that will live up to it. My work on the Joplin arc pylon progresses slowly, but it progresses. How did he keep the charge from dissipating?
Clever, Anton. Those arc pylons look so simple at first. They're actually quite ingenious. I've read about land-going whales deep in the Pendician interior. What a sight they must be. It's almost as if all forms of energy possess the same nature. Is this the same stuff that animates you and me? I wonder if the overseers know. It won't be long now. Barring some unfortunate turn of events or betrayal, I will soon have a very astonishing title. Royal Physician. No, it's too much like Sokolov. Maybe it's time for a change, a reimagining, something that will shape the Academy of Natural Philosophy to its stones. Royal Alchemist. Physicist. Royal Astrological Metaphysician.
I'm impressed, Corvo. Maybe we can work out a separate deal for the head of the Academy. You've done things no one else could. I wonder, are the others afraid of you? This is our chance, Corvo. Such a chance comes once in 1,000 years. We'll rebuild Dunwoody. My devices, my designs, an entire city by Piero. Emily will make a fine empress. She has a keen aptitude for natural philosophy. This is a great day for natural philosophy. We'll soon see Piero's marvelous elixir, Piero's wondrous mechanical watchman, Piero's stupendous submersible assault craft. Now that we no longer need Sokolov, well, it would be a waste to simply dispose of him. Perhaps I could use him as an assistant.
It's refreshing to converse with someone on my own level.
I couldn't agree more. Your expulsion from the Academy was a crime against natural philosophy itself.
Which you might have pointed out at the time. But it's pointless to hold a grudge. I want to ask you...
About the elixir, yes. And I need to discuss your tonic. Why have you not tried the homeopathic solution?
And where am I to find the subjects? I can't recruit from prisons as you do. But it's forced me to work with another agent derived from...
The river crusts, yes. I'd guessed as much. But I think our approaches may reinforce each other. This is what we've been lacking thus far.
Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Seems that the conspiracy tried to use old Piero for their own gain and then discard him. But they have erred and delivered to me an ally almost as brilliant as myself. Old Sokolov and I will hole up here until we can blast the ruffians outside and make for the Academy.
Corvo, good to see that you still breathe. The city would not be the same if you were not with us. I've completed Piero's work on an arc pylon, but only just.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes. I've attuned it so that we will be safe from the functions of the device. It will only trigger in the presence of our enemies. This arc pylon is more powerful than the older design. It will function at a greater range, striking down our foes while ignoring us.
I need my final sequence, which is recorded in the blueprint for this device. Havelock was inspecting it before the killing started. Return the blueprint to me. It was in his bedroom before he left. Hopefully, it's still there. You may navigate the fields of battle with ease, but Sokolov and I are not as gifted in the same way. Without the arc pylon, it is only a matter of time before they put an end to us. We can get this device working, or you can go out and remove our enemies one by one, whichever you think is best. The arc pylon is complete. Now to activate it.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes.
What is your opinion, Corvo? As you wish, Corvo. We will be far away before any of them regain their senses. All is ready, Corvo. All that remains is plugging in a whale oil tank to power it. Will you do the honors?
When this arc pylon is charged, no one will dare come near us.
Amazing. Simply amazing. It functioned beyond my greatest expectations. It defies description. A device like this will ensure Dunwall's security for a century.
Well, Corvo, I hope we can be considered colleagues again. You were condemned, I was kidnapped. Men like us rise above such things. As to the good Admiral, I believe men such as Havelock start with high-minded intentions. Same with Martin, and maybe even Pendleton, though I suspect he was just lazy. But no one is prepared for the sheer seductive influence of being so close to real power. Once you start ordering people killed to get your way, everything else is mere detail. I return to my work now, and you to yours. Killing people, I mean. I sincerely hope it goes well. This Piero of yours, a strange mind. But then my own is strange as well. If there is a cure to the plague, I believe we will find it. The old Empress would have liked that. She was a strange one. Stranger, I think, than you ever knew. But such things are past. And this new Empress, she's a strange one too. I wish you peace, Corvo, along with all the delights you can wring from the world.
Goodbye, Corvo. I wish to apologize for what was done to you. It seems that holding all the pieces and standing a step from the throne changed something in the others. Something I don't understand. Don't underestimate Havelock, Corvo. He'll be waiting.